All right, Shalom, Shalom. The high spirit wind lawyer of the GMS Mississippi Camp, giving our honor and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai, Bahashim Hakodash. I also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today I want to go into a live stream entitled, "It's Raining and You Are Still in Denial." All right, alluding to the book of Genesis at the time of our forefather Noah, when he was ordained to prophesy that the world would end in rain within a flood. It's going to rain 40 days and 40 nights. And everybody mocked Noah. You know, as it says in the scriptures, it should be in the days of Noah, because people was going through their normalcy without fear. But it started to rain for the first time. And just to give context, that it had never rained, all right, in the time of Noah. From Genesis to the flood, it never rained. The Most High just sent a dew from heaven. Even now you have morning dew, you know? You live in a country, you'll see that grass will be wet in the morning time, okay? But prior to that, you never had actual rain. So here it is. You have actual Israelites who say that the Lord could come back 1,000 years from now, 30 years from now. But it's already raining. We're already in talks of World War III. We're already, they already have projects that's pushing the Karagma, the MOTB. All right? Even since the time we woke up in YouTube land, all right? We've seen the world get progressively worse at a very rapid rate, all right? And we were young men. We're still considered young men. But we've seen the world get progressively worse within the span of 15 years, 15, 16, 17 years, man. This is not the America from 2008. It's not life from 2008, 2007. All right? We're not in that world. All right? And we're about to go through a second death. We're about to go through a reset. The first death was the flood. That was the first reset. And it was so paramount, it was so impactful that it literally reset existence. We really went from having one continent called Pangea, and this is in the scriptures, to 7 continents. A couple continents froze over, like Antarctica. Then you have Greenland. They froze over, man. All right, you have something called fossil fuels. All right, because of the first death. All right, it's speculated that the Grand Canyon was once filled with water. All right, because of the flood. All right, the first death was so, how can I put it, impactful, that it wiped out most evidence of prior civilization, man. Because people would like to have you to think that we're in the Stone Ages, but people actually speculate, scientists speculate, that what they call Atlantis, all right, was really the time of civilization before the flood. All right, people were advanced back then, contrary to popular belief, man. And people were on a higher vibration. They were way more productive, if I may, for lack of better words, man. All right, they were taller, mightier, more effective in their ingenuity, because researchers and scientists will tell you that they had innovative feats back then. But they were wicked. See, what Esau doesn't tell you is that the creator of existence is judging your ass off of your actions, off of your morals. All right? That man is getting judged off his morals, man, his conduct. And the conduct pursuing to Wisdom of Solomon 14 was wicked. Now fast forward now. You have the same thing pursuing the Wisdom of Solomon 14. Adultery. And we're talking about within the nation of Israel. All right, and then expanding to mankind, other nations. It's nothing for Jake to commit adultery, man. It's nothing for Jake to commit a unaliving, man. That's the culture in Jake, man. All right, it's more respected to be an alphabet nigga than a heterosexual Israelite man. To be a heterosexual Israelite man means that you're hated in a lot of places. A heterosexual Israelite man, you are hated in a lot of places. Well, there's other Israelites, other niggas, other Jakes, especially so-called black women hate us. All right? Amalek definitely hates us. Esau definitely hates us. All right? But a freak, all right, a cross-dresser is loved and admired, man. Because we're in that time of Noah, man. And people had the same mindset back. They didn't think the world would end. They didn't think there would be a reset. They didn't think that it would rain. They didn't think that. All right, but it happened. All right? And even now, it's metaphorically, it's raining. And you're talking about the Lord could come back 30 years from now. No, in other words, you got building projects that you still want to work on. You have a life that you want to live. The Lord could come back 1,000 years from now. You want to enjoy that bag. You want to enjoy that Roman denarius, man. You want to enjoy that Roman currency, man. You want to enjoy life in Pompeii. Remember what happened in Pompeii? That was another Sodom and Gomorrah. Pompeii was another Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right? A volcano erupted. And literally, imagine you living in Las Vegas, nigga, in a volcano, that volcano that's always outside the city, it erupted. There's no cars. That shit erupts 2 o'clock in the morning. And a town get flooded out with lava. I went to an exhibit and they had the inspect. Now they say it's the real people, but they got the people that's really covered in lava, man, in the positions in which they got burnt in, man. People on the steps, on the stairway. Then the lava came and flooded their, burnt their ass out. So they're surrounded by like a lava cast, like almost like a cement cast, man. But it kept them in the positions that they got burnt in, man. All right. But if you go into the history of Pompeii, it was like Sodom and Gomorrah. Man, they had paintings of porn on their walls. All right. They had paint. It was a sensual city, just like who? Just like America. And they had fast food restaurants. They had lofts on top of the restaurants, just like America. They had sports. They had all these different things, man, just like America. But guess what? They got flooded out. And in about 24 hours, it was gone. 24 to 40, that city was Pompeii was as though it never existed. Just like when the Most High hit the reset on the planet Earth, it was as though it never existed. It was as though the civilization on Earth never existed. And it could have been 1 billion people on the planet Earth at that time. And Earth was a paradise back then. There was no such thing as this rugged mountain, all right, this desert, all right, just this land mass that had thousands and thousands and thousands of feet, square miles of nothingness. No, the whole planet Earth was like South America. Just a tropical place, because it was still a remnant of the garden, going back to Adam. So the whole earth was people friendly, man. All right, all type of fruit, tropical fruit, all type of odors of flowers, and you could just try. You could go anywhere. Like, you know, when man deviated into that primitive way, they deviated into a state of impiety or impiety, man. Meaning they were godless. And the only thing that was left was that primitive animal nature. In other words, they lived after the flesh. Hence, that behavior that's mentioned in Wisdom of Solomon 14. Okay? And we're in that time. And just how it said in the scriptures that there would be scoffers saying, since our fathers fell asleep, that we've been in the end. Like, even my parents said that, my mom said that growing up, like, they've been saying we've been in the last days since the Bible days. Well, that's the fulfilling of the prophecy, right? You know? Because Jake was taught to fear the last days, when really we're under the curses. You should want the last days, because that doesn't mean necessarily you're going to die. It's the last days of wickedness, and we're about to enter into a new system of righteousness. It's not going to be some ethereal fairy tale place, or like you're just in heaven, so to speak. No, you're going to be in earth. Just a different reality. The earth is going to be ran by a different program, a different algorithm, an algorithm of righteousness, man. There's still going to be life. It is going to be life and immortality, and the earth is going to reset to its original state. The places that's not people friendly is going to be people friendly, like Antarctica, Greenland. All right, but there is going to be a reset, and it's going to result in the destruction of America through thermonuclear fire, and that's going to engender a reset. Okay. But that's pretty much the point, man. You know, there is going to be a reset. You know, and people have this mindset that they had back during the time of Noah. They didn't believe it was going to happen, or at this point, they think it's just going to be prolonged. The only reason why you would say that and dispute that, and you wanted to prolong, because you have investments here in America, right? Which means you don't want this wicked place to end. Although you see the rain, and the rain basically means, look, the prophecies are here, the wickedness is here. There was no Lil Nas X in 2008, man. The closest thing we had to a weirdo was Dennis Rodman back in the 90s, just right off the bat, and RuPaul. Now, man, that's come on, man. It's dark now, because if a nigga ain't on the alphabet shit, he on some dark demonic drill shit, and he just a nasty fucking animal, man, with a hair hat on, man. And wants her butt ate all the time, man. And with that, I hope you brothers and sisters are edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Hakodash. Once again, double honor to our elder apostles, elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, come here, Shalom.